So let's install Debian the manual way without systemd and with the good old SysVinit. And this is a preview for the target system in xfce desktop with Debian and SysVinit. I quit the virtual machine. This is the installer. Just a quick view. The SysVinit core package is the important one for us, and the wiki.debian.org init, there we have a description where we can follow how to remove systemd and install SysVinit. In this year we got some trouble about the age verification drama and so on, so there is an interest for non-systemd distributions, and Devuan is the simply best distribution for a non-systemd Debian base. And I did a video about this in a deep dive installation, and on the web page they have also about init freedom some stuff. Devuan comes with SysVinit, and also OpenRC and run it is possible, and they list also some other distributions that comes without systemd and with either SysVinit or OpenRC. And vendevoul is one popular fork of Devuan, just to name it. And check the video about Devuan on my channel. And now we do the manual installation of Debian with SysVinit. This is a bit harder. I choose this. So I want to show how it is possible and that it is possible. But it's a bit more critical. When someone is interested in running a non-systemd distribution, I recommend choose Devuan. It's pre-configured. It's direct installation, and you don't have to deal with critical things we do now in this video. But I want to show this way too. Skip the root password to enable sudo for the user, and then we type a password and we go in. We install just a basic system in this way. I choose LVM now. LVM is amazing. You can easily resize and create new subvolumes after the installation. And so we just install with LVM and have many possibilities. And we install directly from the DVD Debian 13.4. And so it's fast enough. And I will see how fast it will be possible to succeed in this more harder way. But it's really interesting to try this stuff. How is it possible? There are also two different ways to do this, I think. We could also start a shell within the Debian installer after installing the base system. But I just do install a base system and then start the base system and then execute the core process with deinstalling systemd. And then we install at the end the desktop. No, network mirror not yet, and no, I just choose no network mirror in this case because it's faster to install from the DVD and not load any packages from the mirror. In real, you could or you should use directly from the mirror, so it would only install the current packages from the DVD, and the packages who need updates he would install directly from the mirror. But because I want to install the whole desktop afterwards, and I want not this long the video, I stick with the DVD. But maybe we have to switch back later. So we install the grep bootloader and then we get the restart. Install sudo and updating the kernel. Update in the drum fs. Installation complete. Now we can reboot. Here we are, reboot into the system. At first I show you that we have the systemctl command from systemd. Let's log in the TTY and let's change the view here. Okay, we can do it this way. I hope this is big enough. Systemctl status, and now you see here this is the output from the systemctl command. We see systemd is running, and so let's check nano etc apt sources list, and now we see we have only the DVD here, and so I'm not sure that I can W3M is not found. apt install W3M. Okay, we have dp. What is here? Permission. Okay. We log in as root first. Sudo -i and then apt install W3M. And here we are. We get W3M from the DVD. That's interesting. And now we can W3M wiki.debian.org/init. And then here's the page which I showed in the graphical browser before. And here we have the command. So, and I pipe this into grep and then remove essential, no, yeah, and then let's install sysvinit.sh and then change mod plus x install sysvinit nano install sysvinit, and then we just create a script bin bash, and then I comment out this line and I change this to apt, and then remove this last, and then we try to install and deinstall. But I also want to show you apt-install aptitude. Aptitude is not available yet, but okay. Because in the normal way, you know, in the comment here, you see we have a special option, allow remove essential. We see that you can't install SysVinit in a normal way. You can only do it with this specific allow remove essential option, and this is important here. So I can't do just apt install sysvinit core, and I will prove. And you see I have to change from the DVD to etc apt sources list, comment out the DVD, and then let's insert the deb https://deb.debian.org/debian, and then I think Trixie main. This should be apt-update. We have to do it first from the mirror. But you know what? We can also comment out this one. Apt-update cd-rom is not. You know, if I want to use the cd-rom, I have to use the apt-cdrom command add -media cd-rom. Yeah, in this way it should be possible. And now we should be able to install packages over the mirror and the cd-rom. But important is you have to do first the apt-update with the mirror, and then afterwards you have to do the apt-cdrom command to get both sources. And now let's do apt-install sysvinit core, and now you see we get some errors here, and this is what I said. It's not possible in the normal way to install sysvinit. And now I will install aptitude to show it in a graphical way, and this will make more fun. Search sysvinit core, and now mark for installation. Now you see everything got red, and no more solutions. You see it's not and no or never possible to install sys4init in a normal way. Okay, so cancel pending actions, close aptitude, and this is why we need to use this specific command. Okay, just to understand this well. So it's really a critical action into the core system. Okay, so now let's execute the install script, and now you see here the packages that are getting removed, purged out of the system. Correct. And I think so in the wiki is also recommended to do it in the shoot environment, to start it or with an external system. But I try it just in this way. So we did this, and now I want to grab purge from var log apt history, and now we have here the packages. And then I want to trmpack, just to have it here. And now, okay, we have done the first step. Now important is systemd may get installed in the future if you install a desktop. So we have to make sure to hold the packages from systemd, and we do this with the apt-mark command. Show hold, we see nothing is hold now, but we can hold a package, for example systemd. Systemd is set hold, show hold, now systemd is hold. But but it is not enough. The apt-mark hold command is most of the time for temporary hold actions. So I create a preferences file for apt-pinning, and just to show you, apt preferences, manual apt preferences is a page to read about the package pinning. Here you see package pin priority. I also did a video on my channel about apt-pinning, just to show this in a short way. And I want to put this into etc apt preferences d nosystemd dot pref. Important is the file ending. It should be pref or conf, I think. Elsewhere you get an error with apt policy. So, and now let's edit this file, nano, and we just do it this way. We put the package names in one line with a space between, and then we do package colon this, then pin colon, and then we just insert a asterisk, or we do release asterisk to make sure any release is grabbed. Normally you type in n equal Trixie or some stuff. Pin priority colon, and now we give -9, and all packages that are pinned with minus are set to never get installed. This is also possible with snap packages, so you get make sure to never get installed snap installed. Now we check apt policy, and then you see on the bottom 3 packages are pinned packages, dbus user session, libbum systemd, sysviv, pinned to 9. Okay, and now we also can just add systemd main package and maybe some more stuff. But now the first step is done. I'm not sure. Do we first reboot? Let's try no, I would say let's reboot first. And now we should start with SysVinit. A little warning is there, but this is not an important one. I had this occurred also in the first trial. And now let's check service status all. It's better to execute this with sudo. And now we see we get an output. So SysVinit is running. psiox grab sysv, not here, sys lib systemd udfd. Here we see the first process, the init, is here. So normally SysVinit should run. Now we can check systemctl status, and now we see we get an error. Systemd is not running. So this way we know exactly systemd is not running yet now. And in the next step we will remove also the systemd main package, and then the systemctl command will not be available anymore. So just to show this, sudo -i login as root, and then let's apt install xfce4 session, and this is, and now we see 3 packages get removed again. Libns systemd and systemd timesync-d. So this is the final step to remove the rest of the systemd packages. Now we see it's loading from the DVD very fast, and then it's loading also packages from the mirror. No, it's just load from the DVD and now unpacking. So, and then in the next step I want to also check this now removed packages, and I want to add this also in the preferences file to make sure it will never be installed again. But normally I think we should be safe with these packages we pinned just in this moment. But we go for the safe way. So it needs some time installing this, and then we will have a basic xfce desktop, and I think also the LightDM login manager should be there. We will try. So just by the way, check out Devuan. This is the most recommended way. This is really a special way just to show it's possible to do it manually with Debian. And also check out the vendevoul Linux fork of Devuan. You see here Excalibur, it's based on Devuan and it ships with multiple desktops, LXQT, Enlightenment, Budgie desktop, IceVM, the super lightweight, and then they make a fork from the Plasma desktop and name it SonicDE, and then they ship also the Cinnamon, then the Trinity and KDE Plasma Original and xfce as well. So this is interesting, and then check out the list on the Devuan page, all the distributions, Antix, Artix, Gentoo, Guix, Hyperbola, MX Linux. This is changed now. In the last year, MX Linux changed their base from SysVinit to systemd, but they also deliver a SysVinit ISO image separately. So you can check this out. And Slackware is also interesting. I tried this after many years and installed Slackware. It's a bit harder, but this is also a non-systemd distribution. And Alpine Linux is also very interesting. I like Alpine Linux as well. The Alpine Linux comes with OpenSC. So just this. So here the installation is finished. And now let's check Install LightDM is installed. GTK greeter is installed. xfce4 terminal is important, and then we get it. And let's install Firefox ESR. We get it from the cd-rom as well. And yeah, I think this is okay for this first step. And then ls var cage apt archives. Archives is empty. Then var log. No, let's try. We have the command here. Grab purge, and then we do the t-a for append. Very important to not overwrite the remove. Okay, this is interesting. So I would say now let's edit this file, nano, but you know what, we do a reboot first and then we do it in within xfce. Now we see here this is grub in graphical way with the wallpaper, and now we will start xfce and I will finish the last step, adding the systemd main package. Yeah, it's running well. And now here we are, xfce. Ooh, we got an error. You know, haha, you see here we forgot something, but we can reach a terminal. This is good. We forgot something very important. We forgot apt-install sooner and xfce4. And now you see here Thuna is getting installed, but something is missing. So I did this to have a small system and faster progress here. Per default, if you are not sure, just use the task cell program, for example, or search for the task xfce package. Then you make sure to get all installed, all what you need. Okay, here we are. xfvm is installed. xfce4 session is installed, and then let's check panel. You see, xfce panel is not installed. This is the reason why xfce is not complete. And then we can do aptitude, and let's check xfce4, xfce4 session, and then here let's check this. Yeah, let's install the about and the app finder, Pulse audio plugin, and Tango theme as well, notified daemon, and this is not important here. And maybe this is helpful. XF fonts may be very basic xinit, and then we get this. Let's install this. And then everything should work fine. There's also more about theming and so on, but I don't care now. So let's pickle xfce4, and here we are back to LightDM, and now you see we get the complete xfce with the application finder as well, with Suna and with the terminal. And you know what? Appearance, basic stuff only, but also you can get themes in Debian, and it's absolute possible. So it's a small xfce, but you see we can have a small xfce. So now let's do the last step, sudo -i, and then execute this again. Okay, and then this, and then nano, and then we have to, this is okay, let's do this way. Okay, remove purge device user session, libpam systemd and this, so I don't need this now. And then we just have to check this. Oh, and then this, and then this, systemd, right, but systemd we have already in, so only this packages we add here. So this is just to complete the line, the preferences file, to make sure all these systemd packages never get installed again. So to make sure to stick with policy. And now you see on the bottom pin packages, dbus user session systemd timesync, libpam systemd, libnss systemd, systemd, and systemd sysv is pinned to 9 to get never installed. So this is amazing, this is wonderful, and now everything is fine. So I would say here you see also the LVM members, installation with LVM, and that's it. Let's restart again just to show you at the end. We start the system, now it's finally finished. Grab bootloader, and it's starting with SysVinit instead of systemd, and it's starting into LightDM, and we log in into xfce. We have finished, reached our goal, everything is working fine, and also Firefox is here. So this is Debian like the old days, but with new current packages. And I was running Debian most of my 20 years with xfce and SysVinit, so this is really a feeling like the good old days. Just to show you this is possible, and check this out, the packages search page from Debian the wiki page with init, with the comment here how to remove, and then the Devuan page and vendevoul Linux, but also I can install Debian with SysVinit in the manual way. That's it. Have fun, stay tuned, and thanks for subscribing. More videos will come up, also more user-friendly stuff. This is some deep dive, but it's also good to learn more about the depths. Check out the Devuan deep dive installation video. There you can learn really in the deep dive and the most details. And this was just a faster case, so I will not go into the depths of any comments and so on in each video. This was a special case. Have fun, thanks for watching. Also, the init tab is very important, just to mention. At the init tab, here you can set also change something about the getty and so on. But this is this, and also I want to show you at the X11 default display manager. Here you find the default display manager, and LightDM is here inserted, and everything is fine. And also you can check out sudo update alternatives --config xsession-manager for setting the default session manager when you install some other window manager or desktops. This is important, and you just type sudo update alternatives config and then use the tabulator key for completion, and then you see all the options, or check the alternatives directory under etc, and then you see what you can change. There's xcursor theme, xterminal emulator, window manager, desktop background, and so on. And this is this. And what I wanted also to show is what was this? Sudo aptitude is clear as well. And then check out synaptic, not found here. apt install synaptic. Synaptic is a graphical package manager, easy and user-friendly. And something was at the end. Synaptic. And synaptic is not starting because we need some polkit. I'm not sure why. Polkit is here, xfce4. You see, xfce uses the mate polkit. You know, this is important. When you make sure to get the whole xfce desktop, use the xfce package, with Mate polkit, then it's possible to start a graphical root program. I will show this. You have seen that Synaptic wasn't starting in this moment, so we log out and log in again just to show you. Now Synaptic, and now we get the prompt for inserting the password, and now you can also use the Synaptic package manager as well. Okay, you see, it's interesting to know some depths of the system, and here you can search for installed, manual installed and not installed packages. You can also mark a package for automatically installed or log a version. Then you have the preferences from Synaptics. Files, you can delete downloaded packages after installation or delete manually the cache. This is also helpful. And repositories, here you can set up the repositories, the mirrors. So just to show you in a short way, you know, I do a search, alternatives, and here's, for example, also mark for installation galternatives. And we can also use Debian. Oh no, Debian. There are also Debian tools or so, I don't know. Installer, package, handbook. Debian utils. There was also a graphical helper for managing Debian, but I think I searched for it for the future and create a new video about this. Let's apply and install this galternatives. And just to show you galternatives configurator, and here you have a graphical frontend, for example, to set the desktop background LightDM greeter, which frontend you want to use. Then you have the pager, you can set less, more on or W3M, and then the X cursor theme when you install more X cursors in the system. The X-session-manager you can set here X terminal emulator when you install more terminals, and the window manager as well, and the browser also. So this you can set here in a graphical way. This is galternatives. This is the same what I did in the terminal, just to show you. And so stay tuned. This was it for today.